You start with a company that builds a box. And in practice, this box, they probably dress it up to look like a life-changing, world-altering protocol that's going to replace all the big banks in 38 days or whatever. And then this protocol issues a token. We'll call it whatever, X token. And X token promises that anything cool that happens because of this box is going to ultimately be usable by, governance vote of holders of the X tokens. They can vote on what to do with any proceeds or other cool things that happen from this box. And now what happens? Well, X token has some market cap, right? It's probably not zero. Let's say it's, $20 million market cap.
From first principles, it should be zero, but okay.
Sure. Okay. I completely reasonable comment.
That's not quite true, but when you describe it in this totally cynical way, it sounds like it should be zero, but go on.
You might think, for instance, that in 5 minutes with an internet connection, you could create such a box and such a token. It should be worth $180 or something market cap for that, that effort that you put into it. In the world that we're in, if you do this, everyone's going to be like, ooh, box token. Maybe it's cool. If you buy a box token, that's going to appear on Twitter and it'll have a $20 million market cap. So, sophisticated traders and or people on crypto Twitter or other sort of similar parties go and put $200 million in the box collectively, and they start getting these X tokens for it, right? And now all of a sudden everyone's like, wow, people just decide to put $200 million in the box. This is a pretty cool box, right? This is a valuable box, as demonstrated by all the money that people have apparently decided should be in the box. And who are we to say that they're wrong about that? This is, I mean, boxes can be great. Look, I love boxes as much as the next guy, right? And so what happens now, all of a sudden people are kind of recalibrating. It's well, $20 million, that's it? That market cap for this box, and it's been 48 hours and it already has $200 million, including from sophisticated players in it.
I think of myself as a fairly cynical person, and that was so much more cynical than how I would have described farming. You're just well, I'm in the Ponzi business and it's pretty good.
At some point, if the world never decides that we were wrong about this in a coordinated way, right? You're kind of the guy calling bullshit, saying, no, this thing's actually worthless. But in what sense are you right? You could see something get market cap in the way that, I don't know, Dogecoin or Shibcoin have, right? Where people are just kind of haha, and then they buy it. And if you're that's dumb, it has no cash flow, I'm going to short sell it, you lose all your money.